Jackets lose 3-2 to the San Jose Sharks. I think as a whole, the Jackets played very well in this game. The only problem was they made 3 mistakes, and all 3 of them wound up in the back of the net. First goal was Barclay Goodrow getting out of the box, and it was a bad pass out front. It ends up on his stick. He gets a breakaway. The second goal was Evander Kane using a 3-on-2 screen perfectly. Elvis never saw it. It was a great shot by Kane. And the third goal was a great passing play by probably one of the best passers in the league, Joe Thornton. Sends over to the bank. Wide open net for him. Other than that, the Jackets shut down the Sharks. They took it to the Sharks. They just couldn't beat Dell, which for Sharks fans, that's good for them because ever since they fired their head coach, Dell has been the better of the 2 goalies. Before they fired their coach, both their goalies could not stop a beach ball. It just sucks they happen to fire their head coach, and Dell runs on a hot streak right into the Jackets. Third period was a little bit of a mess, but I count that more to the Sharks playing lockdown defensively, which they're really good at, more than the Jackets just pissing it away. I think the Sharks played better, and the Jackets couldn't figure out how to get through the Sharks to get to Dell in those final 20 minutes to get some shots on them to beat him. But starting off first period, a little bit of a figuring out process, and the goalies make the saves they had to, and there's some push both ways. Good momentum changes in the period, but neither team could score in the first period. Go to the first minute intermission, tied at 0. Come out for the second period, about 5 minutes in, the Jackets get a power play. Okay. Second period has been going a little bit better. Power play, that's nice to have. But the Sharks do a good job. They kill it off. And as they kill it off, and Barclay Goodrow comes out of the box, Milano goes for a pass out front. Don't know who he's going to. It gets broken up by Hurdle, and it goes straight to Goodrow. And he has a breakaway in on Elvis. Does a little move, goes and beats Elvis, and the Sharks have a 1-0 lead. Okay, Jackets made one mistake. Not a problem. Wipe it away, move on. After that, the Jackets get in the offensive zone. They do a little bit of work, moving the puck around really well, and Zach Werenski has jumped up in the play. And Werenski starts to send it up the wall, and it goes right to Nyquist and Foligno, who are battling with a couple of Sharks players, and Werenski starts to float out to the middle of the ice. Foligno breaks it free, slides it backhand to Boone Jenner, who just slides right over to Zach Werenski. He takes a couple steps in, backhands it past Arundel. Jack's tied up at 1, and Zach Werenski, who's just a scoring machine, has his 12th goal of the year. And it was just a little under 2 minutes after the Goodrow goal. So the Jackets took the Goodrow goal, went, don't care, we're going to score our own. And they did that. That was a great shot by Werenski too. Backhand, it catches the post and goes in. Of course it does. Zach just cannot be stopped. After that, the Jackets apply a little bit of pressure, but they just can't solve Dell. Ellis makes the saves he has to. About 5 minutes left in the period. Jackets are going for a line change, and the Sharks have the puck, and they send it up the boards where all the players are changing. And they all go, not touching it, and it goes right up the ice to Timo Meier. And him, Evander Kane, and Barclay Goodrow enter the zone on a 3-on-2. Savard and Gavrikov are the guys back, which for the guys you want to have back defensively, those are your guys. As they enter the zone, Goodrow goes towards the net. The other Sharks pull up a little bit. Meier passes it over to Kane. Moving pieces. Kane uses Gavrikov as a screen. Shoots it. It beats Elvis. Goodrow was in there as well. Kind of taking away tip type thing. And I just fools Elvis. And the Sharks lead 2-1. And that's how we would end the second period with the Sharks up 2-1. Come out for the third period. And you can tell the Sharks were putting it into lockdown mode. They were not allowing stuff. The Jackets had a hard time getting out of their zone, let alone over into the Shark zone. They just were breaking up every little pass and going back the other way. Yeah, the Sharks had 11 shots, the Jackets 2 in the period, but the 11 Elvis had to make, you're like, cool, got that one, blocker save. Super easy saves for Elvis to make, except for the one. Coming near the end of the game, about 5 minutes left, the Jackets have a little bit of pressure in the Sharks zone, but the Sharks do a good job, they break it up, and Erik Karlsson carries up ice. And as he's going up the ice, he looks over and he looks at Sorensen and goes, yes, go. And as Sorensen starts to take off, Karlsson sends it down. Sorensen beats the icing, bounces off the end boards, goes right to Joe Thornton, who passes it over to Kevin LeBanc, wide open. It was just a great board. Thornton, LeBanc, pass Elvis, and the Sharks lead 3-1. And I think after that, the Sharks pulled up a little bit because right after that face-off, the Jackets come in the offensive zone. There's a battle in the corner, and PLD comes in, and he hits a Sharks player. And Eric Carlson doesn't like that, and so he goes over and he ties up PLD. Well, the Jackets pull Elvis, so now it's basically a 5-on-4. PLD and Carlson are just out of it, battling in the corner. Carlson just blatantly holding PLD. It's holding interference, whatever you want to call. That's a penalty, but the refs never put their arms up. The Jackets get the puck. They work it to the point to Seth Jones. He unloads it. Malaw's in front of the net. It hits him, and it goes right over to Zach Karinsky. Zach, who cannot be stopped, shoots it. It beats Arundel for his second of the game, 13th of the year, and the Jackets are back within 1. Now, unfortunately, the Jackets couldn't pull out the win, and the Sharks would end up winning the game 3-2. But they have a chance to get their revenge in a couple of days. They're doing their Western California trip, and this year they're including Vegas in it. But I think for this game, though, all around, Jackets played a fairly good game. The Sharks just played better defensively than the Jackets did offensively. Sometimes that happens. Just look at the Jackets playing in the playoffs against Tampa Bay. They just played better defensively once they had the lead than Tampa did. It happens. And unfortunately, it cost the Jackets a win here. So until next time, when the Jackets play the Los Angeles Kings on the California swing, which I will be a part of, so they'll be coming from there. Click, like, and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until then, I'll see you later.